Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice your parars.
That was so funny.
Wow. There's not even really a dialogue, just straight into combat.
That's it's kind of creepy.
You know what? I kind of respect it. Wow. I wonder, do you think poison gas does anything?
Give it a shot.
Yeah. We'll give it a good old whirl. Rotate.
This is for you. From my special stash.
Well, didn't poison anything, but at least it damaged. Yeah, I didn't even expect that much. I could just, you know what? Fuck
They're not ghosts.
I'm gonna try it. You never know, man. Could be Ghostopus. It'd still hurt him, at least.
I mean, you get hit with a water balloon hard enough. And at the right angle.
Yeah.
I have seen some awful videos of kids getting decked with a water balloon that like wraps around their head but doesn't pop. They're really funny.
Amazing.
They're fantastic and they're really funny.
They did get poisoned.
Did they?
Yeah, because they're taking random bits of damage.
That's pretty sweet.
There's no indication that
that's one.
But, you know.
I wonder if the green puffs at the end of that move were the
I don't understand what happened right there. Peach?
Peach is just dead.
Peach?
Peach got flung.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, is that what happened? That animation was not very clear. That was
weird because it wasn't even like... That's so weird.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the weirder sprite animations we've seen yet. It's like, it wasn't really
because it
finished.
wasn't even like... Yeah, it wasn't finished.
Oh,
it goes on.
Oh, because probably 8 tentacles, I get it.
It didn't finish before the next turn. And she actually came back down during somebody else's turn.
Oh, no. Oh,
Peach is dead.
No.
She's dead. Peach is dead. Like, she's got a little pink sign on her portrait, though. Yay.
I'll just, you'll be okay. You're welcome.
Here you go.
Everything's fine, Peach. You didn't die.
Why are you talking like that?
Peach is kind of...
Don't do sleepy time.
Here. She really is... You know what? Fuck it. She'll just defend. Bye, Mario.
Wait for it. Boom.
Oh, well, I guess that worked out. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have Peach defend until she needs to heal. Honestly.
Whoop.
That's like the only thing I can do to prevent
forest
her
fires.
from just like... Yeah, just from straight up dying. And forest fires. Hi, Peach.
So it is timed. It's just not... That's weird why they would do that.
It's just like there's a turn in between.
Yeah. And it's not even like it skips a turn. It does that status effect.
Oh yeah, it doesn't skip a turn. That's
yeah,
weird. I guess it just prevents them from being able to be healed for a turn. It's still a little weird. Not sure I'm following.
Maybe that would be the function. Just remove them from the field so that they can't be healed for whoever's next turn it would be.
Yeah, I could see something like that. Or maybe if it was their turn next.
Oh, right there. He went up and it came right back down. What is the point of that? Other than the status effect, which I acknowledge. Yes, sure. Bosses can have status effects for enemies. Or for party members.
I think it did skip his turn. Because that
it though?
Yeah, Mario didn't get to move twice in a row. I'm pretty sure it did skip his turn. That might be the only function.
Okay.
Still looks really weird though.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, here we go. One more. Oh, I like that they actually jump over the hole. That was...
You just sort of appeared. We're gonna need to talk about that, you nightmarish creature.
It's probably fine.
It's just gonna be fine.
It's just gonna be fine. Oh.
A sandstorm on a ghost ship.
I
can't do it.
I can't do it either. Yeah, I guess I'll take out the tentacles. Might as well.
Do it.
Ooh,
take them
these
out.
are stronger.
This is strong.
Alright, let's talk about this boss battle.
I really like it. I think it's clever. I still think that one function is the weirdest damn thing.
Yeah.
Like, weirder than the, like, oh, it's a blue, the screen's flashing blue, it's magic.
Ew, venom drool.
Gross. That's some really talented drool throwing.
Yeah.
I like this boss battle. I think it's interesting.
Well, yeah, I like the monster rush of, like, you know, fighting his tentacles on the way up. Oh no. I thought that made for an interesting challenge, especially because it's sort of like an endurance thing.
Right.
Bowser
I feel like this was what
healed.
There was one. I keep talking about Final Fantasy VI because I think there are certain elements of that game that made it into here that were interesting. In Final Fantasy VI, at one point, you have enough party members that it comes time to defend like a big key point in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you split your people into 3 groups, and you position them however you want. You hit, I think, select to switch between each party, position them where you want on the field, and the enemies slowly crawl up from the bottom of the screen. Every time you touch an enemy, you go into a battle. So that becomes endurance. But thing is, right after that battle, you could open up the menu and heal. You could use an ether. You could use whatever. This, I think, is probably a better execution of the endurance battle that an RPG like that could have used a little
and
bit.
Contextually, it makes a lot of sense, too, right? Because they're all his own tentacles.
Yep. It's one battle.
Not that, you know, it doesn't make sense when that happens with, like, you know, if they just keep spawning, like, little guys or something. But
yeah.
I don't know. I think thematically it makes a lot of sense with the knowledge that they wanted an octopus, or a squid in this case, in mind. Sort of like a squid / octopus. I mean, he's definitely a squid. He's the Mario squid.
But he's also an octopus.
Well, actually, you know what? Squids can have 8 tentacles, too.
Yeah.
Apparently, octopus also don't necessarily have 8
Octopi?
Listen,
I'm
still on per hours right now.
I live for that 3 seconds of total silence while your brain's like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
I can't comprehend.
I can't do it. I can't. Oh no.
That actually was not bad.
It didn't do anything.
I think he's siphoning that health though, or he's.
If you were siphoning the health, it would show up as a green number, wouldn't it?
On him, it would.
Right.
But not necessarily. I mean, they'll do that with our flower power sometimes.
Really?
Although maybe they don't even have a like flower pool, so it could just be depleting our own flower.
How much punishment can this thing take?
I mean, he's a boss. A lot. Yeah, I mean, he definitely gets to a point though where it's like, all right, now we just kind of gotta kill him.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're getting there. We're beating an octopus to death with a hammer. Let's just do this.
I think it does speak to the design, though, that they had an intended strategy, and that was to take out the tentacles first. If you had tried to take out his head first, sure, you might beat the boss faster, although potentially not, because then you have to wait through all of the attack cycles for the tentacles, too, which in real time might actually take longer. But you'll definitely have more punishment. So I don't know. If they reduced the health on the main head, it might not have been as strong of a strategy.
Right.
What? Why is this here? What else do we do in this place? Oh, that's probably fine. That's
yeah.
Fine.
This is fine for you?
This is fine. This is fine.
You want to heal?
This is fine. Actually, I'm good.
Oh, fine.
Everyone's fully healed.
Fine.
How did that happen? Did we auto heal?
No, not again.
Oh, it's the bat clusters.
Ugh.
Pig bat clusters.
Really don't like those things.
Yeah, interesting. I thought that would have been the end of this area, but
Is that a Zelda reference?
What?
The pig bat thing.
Kind
Don't they look kind of like Ganon?
They kind of look like Ganon. They Yeah, I think that is a Zelda reference.
Obviously, we're grabbing at straws here, but...
Well, I mean, like, the pig demon has always been a Zelda trope, and Ganon does turn into bats and flies away. At least in A Link to the Past. I don't know if he does it.
Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't turn into bats. Yeah. I thought he just shifted across the floor.
Maybe he just turns into a giant bat also.
He uses the bats as projectiles.
Well, he also does that. When you fight Ganon, or Aghanim, I can't remember how you pronounce his name exactly.
Aghanim.
Yeah, Aghanim. Sure.
Aghanim.
After you kill him the second time in the Dark World, he turns into at least a giant bat and then flies off.
Oh.
And then that's when he crashes through the pyramid, and then you have that bat-shaped hole, because that's how holes work.
Yeah, duh. I don't know what holes you dig.
I feel like I should be fighting more of these guys.
Don't.
But, like, am I missing stuff? Like, what was on the bottom floor of that other
That might have
area?
just been a mini-boss.
It could have been a mini-boss. I mean, we haven't gotten the star yet. It would be a little weird if they just are like, all right, here's your star.
Yeah, like,
That's probably fine. Why can I get past him here? Is he, like, slightly slower? That's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see
that
here.
was unintentionally terrifying.
I think that's the idea. It's the
Like-
ghosts just being like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Look what we can do! Oh, this damn couch.
It's stuff like this that definitely sells this whole dungeon to me. Like,
Yeah, this is probably the coolest dungeon in the game so far.
the theming was so spot on.
Yeah. That was creepy.
Well, and like, is it gonna come back? Are we gonna have to fight like
just-
Shadow Mario? What is all of this?
Schmario.
Mario.
I like Schmario.
Mario. Boop.
Oh, man.
There's a lot more fighting in this dungeon, though. I kind of feel like
I think it was needed, though, because, like you said, there hasn't been a lot of a challenge so far through this game for you in these battles.
that's true. This has definitely been more challenging than anything else. And I feel like they've just, in general, started throwing a lot more enemies at us.
Okay, real quick. These little ghosty guys with the scythe.
Yeah.
Are they holding the scythe? Or is that like their hand?
No, not dry bones. Dang it. I think they're holding a scythe. They just have, like, long, droopy, cloaked hands.
Okay.
And then in their hands,
reason-
draped over the scythe.
The reason I ask is because I've been spending this entire time thinking that that was just their hands. And, like, I can't imagine playing a game of, like, pickup sticks with those guys. I can't grab it. I can't grab it. It's my unfinished business. I can't go on until I pick up these pickup sticks.
Is this from something?
How about that, Casper?
Oh.
Unfinished
dang.
business?
Oh.
Ghosts have unfinished business. You need to... Well,
The Casper's a friendly ghost, Dan.
yeah. Dan? Did you just almost call me Dan? What the fuck happened?
This is the back and forth I
What
have with Dan
happened?
at work.
Lies. You are lying to me.
No, it actually is. I'm trying to get Dan on the show.
Oh, okay.
Like, he'll say stupid shit. I'm like, Dan, stop it. You're being dumb. He's like, I've become the guy that pushes him over the fence whenever he's like...
What, defensive sanity?
The fence of, like, if he's uncertain about something, he's like, well, what do you think about this, Chris? And I'll be like, let me tell you what you think about this, Dan. That's funny.
That's
to
pretty
me.
cool.
Finally,
Hi, Dan.
get some defense. Shout out to Dan, who might be on the show someday.
Do it.
He really wanted to play the Hitman Christmas level on the show. Only the Christmas level specifically, because Dan.
Because Dan. I'd say that's a pretty good reason, even though I haven't met the man. The man, Dan.
I gotta heal. Oh, actually, I'm alright.
Well, Mario's
forgot.
not doing so hot.
Mario can suck a dick.
Where is the dick for me to suck?
I'm just gonna poison everyone.
Can I just say, I don't think it's him doing it, but it looks like Bowser's like, whenever he does his special ability, and like, I mean, whatever. I'm cool with it. Peach is all about it.
Oh, I meant to heal Mario. My bad, bro.
It's all about me.
It's okay, Mario.
Hey, me. Have you met me?
Eat some drugs.
Me's a really
You'll be
cool
alright.
person. Hi, me. I want to be in me.
Hello, me. It's me again.
Oh, God, no. Not the crab.
I wish I could remember the rest of that song.
What,
The
hello.
Megadeth song.
Oh.
It like starts off with like, dun, dun, hello, me. It's me again. In my makeshift dark reality. Some.
Fuck.
I fucking love Megadeth. I think they're the funniest band.
Oh.
Because just here's your homework for the day. Read Megadeth lyrics. They will make you laugh.
Dramatic reading of Megadeth lyrics.
I'll
Chris,
do it.
Chris, I think I found my new YouTube channel idea. I'm just gonna do dramatic readings of awful songs.
Cujo, I will do that with you. I don't think you understand. I was already planning on turning my Affinity Chris TV channel into that.
Affinity.
It was my stream dump for a while.
Oh.
Because I would stream on Twitch, and then I was like, well, Twitch automatically deletes these after 30 days. I want to keep them somewhere.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
problem.
But I put them up there, and now I'm going to remove them because those streams were garbage, and I'm only streaming on GDPG now, so it doesn't really matter anyway. So I want to turn Affinity Chris TV into just me doing stupid shit like that, where I was going to do a dramatic reading of Scatman.
Oh, God.
You know, Scatman. I'm the Scatman.
Skippity-dum-dum-dum-bum.
Skippity-bop-bop-boo. And it's going to be more like, I'm the Scatman.
Skippity-bop.
Skippity-bop-bop. Bop-bop-bop-bop.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to find the secrets, but Dry Bones keeps coming back.
Next time on Game Devs Play
This
Games.
is a very long dungeon because of this.
What do you think of Megadeth? Question of the day.
Hello, me. It's me again.
How do you guys feel about there being this many battles in this dungeon?
I think maybe to not shit on your question of the day, but maybe to point at something a little more specific.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the general increase in difficulty and how they chose to do it? It seems like they did it with more enemies, but enemies in general also seem to have more health. So share some of your thoughts on that.
I like it.
Thanks.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.